Imagine a country that shut itself off from the entire world for over 200 years. No foreigners allowed in, no citizens allowed out, no modern technology, and yet, within just a few decades, it transformed into one of the most powerful nations on Earth. A country of samurai that became a country of skyscrapers, bullet trains, and global influence. But here's the twist. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. This rise came at a cost, war, destruction, and one of the most devastating moments in human history. So how did Japan go from isolated islands to global superpower to near destruction and rise again? And what secret still drives Japan today? Let's uncover the story history doesn't fully tell. Japan's story begins thousands of years ago, not as a unified nation, but as scattered clans across islands. Early Japan was influenced heavily by China and Korea, especially in writing, religion, and governance. One of the most important introductions? Buddhism in the 6th century. This wasn't just religion, it reshaped Japanese philosophy, art, and politics. Then came the rise of the imperial system. At the center stood the emperor, believed to be descended from the sun goddess Amaterasu. But here's the reality. While the emperor was seen as divine, real power didn't stay with him for long. By the 12th century, Japan entered a new era. Ruled by warriors. The samurai. These weren't just fighters, they lived by a strict code. Bushido, the way of the warrior. Loyalty. Discipline. Death before dishonor. Power shifted to military leaders called shoguns. The first major one? Minamoto no Yoritomo. He established Japan's first shogunate, marking the beginning of military rule. For centuries, Japan became a land of constant conflict between rival clans. Famous warriors rose to power like Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Tokugawa Ieyasu. These men didn't just fight, they unified Japan. And in 1603, Tokugawa Ieyasu changed everything. Under Tokugawa Ieyasu, Japan entered one of the most unusual policies in history. Sakoku, total isolation. For over 200 years, foreigners were banned. Christianity was outlawed. Trade was extremely limited. Japan closed its doors to the world. And surprisingly, it worked. The country experienced stability, cultural growth, art, kabuki, samurai culture. But there was a hidden danger. While Japan stood still, the rest of the world was advancing rapidly. In 1853, everything changed. An American naval officer arrived, Matthew Perry, with powerful black ships and modern weapons. His message? Open Japan or face destruction. Japan had no choice. After centuries of isolation, the doors were forced open. And what Japan saw shocked them. Industrialized nations, advanced weapons, global empires. Japan realized one terrifying truth. If they didn't modernize, they would be colonized. In 1868, a revolution began. The emperor was restored to power under Emperor Meiji. This marked the Meiji Restoration. Japan transformed at unbelievable speed, built railways, created modern schools, developed a powerful military, industrialized rapidly. In just a few decades, Japan went from feudal society to modern superpower. And then, they did something unexpected. They started expanding. Japan defeated major powers like China and Russia. Then came World War II. Japan expanded across Asia, until one event changed everything. The attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. This brought them into direct conflict with the United States. The war intensified until August 1945. 2 cities, 2 bombs. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Instant destruction. Hundreds of thousands gone. Japan surrendered. The empire collapsed. After the war, Japan was devastated. Economy destroyed. Cities in ruins. But then, something incredible happened. Japan rebuilt. With discipline, innovation, and resilience, they became a global tech leader, home to companies like Sony and Toyota. A cultural powerhouse, anime, technology, design. From ashes to one of the strongest economies in the world. But here's the question history leaves behind. How did a nation that lived by the sword, closed itself off from the world, face total destruction, rise again stronger than ever? And more importantly, is Japan's model of discipline, culture, and reinvention the secret to surviving the future? Or is there a hidden cost we still don't fully understand? Because even today, Japan faces new challenges: aging population, economic pressure, cultural shifts. So the real story isn't over. It's still being written. If a nation can fall, rise, and reinvent itself, what does that mean for the future of the world? For more videos like this, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.